Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid,
Simply Cedric.
also known as David Clark.
And Cedric Harris.
And today we're talking about, full of spoilers, Star Wars Episode 8.
So much spoilers.
So, you've heard by now
I hope so.
that people are conflicted on this movie.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're just simply going to go through what we liked and what we didn't like.
Yes.
And then why your opinion is wrong. So, let's start off with the likes.
Those are easy.
Yes. Hands down, the best scene in this movie, in the entirety of the Star Wars franchise, and possibly in movie history,
sci-fi movie history, yes,
was the jump to light speed into the master, the Snoke ship.
Yeah, into the
That was very well done.
Well done.
And you have to ask, why has that not been a tactic from the rebellion to begin with? But still,
yes,
very well done.
Answers so many questions scientifically.
Yeah.
Everyone, I know nerds have asked this question about jumping to light
what
space.
Happens, yeah.
What happens?
Like, would you win?
Or would Mass
win? Mass won.
Yeah, Mass won.
Mass always wins, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, just because you're moving at the speed of light doesn't mean you're not Mass.
Right.
So that was awesome. I liked Yoda showing up. Being a crazy old man.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. The fact that he could interact with the physical world.
Yes, starting lightning storms.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked the fact that Luke was able to do that dark side move where he projected himself across the galaxy.
The galaxy
Had things that had physical weight.
Yeah.
I love when he walked out of the smoke when they were firing. He just brushed his shoulder off. He was like, so, and like they're like, "Oh, sir, I think you got him." And he walks out and they're like, "Oh snap, we what? How is this possible?"
I no longer see him as Luke Skywalker. It's just Mark Hamill.
Yeah, it's Mark. It's the Joker on his time off.
Yeah, really.
I was really expecting his X-wing fighter to come into play though.
I wanted Rey to lift it out the water. A little callback to Luke's
I wanted Rey to have some training.
She
sat on a rock.
She talked a lot to Luke about things.
And dude, she over here talking to Luke like she's somebody. And then, and I just thought of this right now that got me so mad. When they had the little mock fight, and then she won,
beat Luke? Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Okay, look, I get it. We on this women empowerment kick, hence why females have been the main in the last 3 movies. But y'all gonna have to stop this, because that don't even make sense what just happened right now.
Okay, and I know we're going to go from good to bad, but I think there's just going to be a little bit of both, because they did empower women a lot in this movie. Laura Dern, Rey, Leia with no training goes, getting her Superman on.
Right.
But one thing that I was disappointed in, Phasma. So much talk about Phasma. Look, y'all. When they first announced Phasma, I bought her pop figures. So dope.
I was ready.
I was hyped.
I liked her color scheme. Yes. I'm like, this is dope.
Yes.
I was ready.
I was sold.
And then, first movie, got taken hostage, did nothing. And this one, I'm like, okay, but she's back now.
Yes.
And then she's still lost.
She's still in
Why are all the women who have no training doing all this stuff, and the women that have all the training that we like do nothing?
Yeah.
What is this What?
Yeah.
What? There's the short pudgy Asian chick who is the SJW equivalent of saying anyone can be beautiful kind of thing. Why is she an engineer for like background support stuff? And then all of a sudden, final battle, hey, you want to be a pilot?
Yeah, she's a pilot.
Yeah, you're a pilot now.
She's a pilot.
Not that we have other pilots who are sitting around here, but whatever.
Perfectly good pilots.
And then and then the chick who took over for Leia, like, I have a perfectly good plan that makes lots of sense, but I'm not gonna tell anybody.
It was a great plan.
She caused Poe to lead a mutiny.
Yeah.
Look, he got demoted. That doesn't matter. People are going to follow Poe Dameron. He is the best pilot you've ever had.
Yeah.
And once he found the plan, he's like, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
So if you had told him from the beginning,
he would have been fine with it.
The whole problem would have been eliminated. The whole going to the casino area would have been
mute point.
Irrelevant. We didn't need Maz Kanata.
Yeah.
We did not need that. That was useless.
That was pointless.
All that was dumb. The only good thing we got out of that whole side story was at the end. You see the little kid walk out and use the Force to grab the broom.
The broom, yeah.
And he holds it like a lightsaber. at the end. That was the only thing that was somewhat interesting out of the whole thing.
Totally not a setup for Rian Johnson's.
Other trilogy that has nothing to do with this, yes. That no,
Totally.
that was completely. That's our main character. That I was like,
Yeah.
dude, that's so obvious right
Yeah.
now. But hey,
Yeah.
you might not get that trilogy though because people don't really like this, so they might rethink that whole.
They might rethink that. They
Which
might.
they should.
Yeah, they should.
Because I mean, so many things were like there was a lot of good stuff, but then there was stuff I just could not excuse. How is
Yeah.
she as good as Kylo Ren right now?
Well, there was so much buildup, like you said, with Phasma. There's so much buildup to Snoke.
Yeah.
There's so much buildup to
Snoke shouldn't have died like that. And personally, I don't think he's dead. He
I
can't.
hope he's not dead.
I hope he's Pelagius, and I hope he's hopping bodies.
I mean, he just manhandled everyone up to that point.
I did like that Golden Girl Mary Sue Ray got tossed around like a rag doll. Because Snoke was like, stop it, stop it.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Look, I'm like a Sith Lord. All right, come on.
Yeah, except he get cut in half.
I loved the Force Lightning bounce he did. He was just like, stop it, Kylo.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, these two people who were these people were so unimportant. He didn't feel the need to get out of his chair.
Yeah.
But somehow one of them tricked him and cut him in half with a lightsaber.
But keeping in tradition with Star Wars with people getting cut in half. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
In the Star Wars universe.
But it just like.
But so easily. He didn't sense the Force being
used. He didn't hear the saber move. I heard it.
We all saw it.
We saw it happen, and it's like open your eyes full. It was dumb, and then the fact that if it's to be believed that Rey's parents are really nobodies, I mean, I can understand her being this powerful because Anakin was a nobody. His mom was a nobody.
Yeah.
And the Force gave birth to him.
Yes.
I can see her having raw power, but Anakin had to train for like a decade.
Yeah.
And then even after he trained for a decade and went through a war. He wasn't Darth Vader until way after that.
Yeah.
Like even Vader as we knew him being scary was not Vader until having been in the armor for a while.
Yeah.
Because he messed up. Like if you read the comics, he wasn't like he was great. He had raw potential.
Yeah.
But it took him a while to get into I'm Lord Vader.
Well, even so, it took Anakin a long time to learn what it was to have all those powers in the Force.
And so the fact that, like, I said this in episode 7, and I'll say it again here. I'm okay with an untrained person with that much power being able to win a Force push or a Force pull once they've experienced it. That's a basic raw move. I'm okay with that. But when she's communicating like it's nothing, when she's beating Luke in combat, when she's beating the Red Guard in combat like it's nothing, when she sees a Force whip for the first time and acts like it's nothing. We've never seen that on screen before, and she's like, whatever.
Well, the thing is there's so many things that, I'm playing devil's advocate, and I don't actually believe this, but people say, oh, well, Luke hopped into an X-Wing and flew it perfectly. And it's like, okay, but he's a pilot. He's piloted things before. And he's like, oh, well, it's the Force, blah, 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 whatever. And I just don't see that with Rey, because how can you learn all this fighting skills?
Right.
Luke got his butt handed to him by Vader.
Yeah.
In this episode 5.
And see, like you're saying with the X-Wing, piloting an X-Wing and winning a lightsaber duel are two different things. Because at the end of the day, the X-Wing, you're basically playing a video game.
Yeah.
And what makes Jedis good at that is the fact that they can know where everyone is, where they're probably going to go,
situational awareness, and
how to escape them.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
The rest of it comes down to this moves left, this moves right, use it appropriately.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with her being able to pilot the Falcon relatively easy because there's not that many controls at the end of the day.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about you're gonna fight the Red Guard, people whose entire existence is dedicated to one thing, murdering people who... When Kylo once stood up without permission, they were ready to kill him.
Yeah.
Not because he was in rebellion, he just stood up when he was not asked to.
Yeah.
And you're going to be an untrained girl going up against these monsters. That did not make. And then she just kills with ease. Have we not noticed that?
Oh no, she murders
With
no problem.
yeah,
No problem at all.
no. She's like,
And see,
just
at least Luke was blowing people out of the sky.
yeah.
It was kind of impersonal.
There's a disconnect there.
He's just shooting down, TIE fighters. Rey is straight up stabbing people through the heart.
Yeah.
Like, she's just up behind him, just murdering people. No qualms at all. And that's what, it's weird because they're really trying to do this whole, it's not good and bad. Everyone's good and bad. There's TIE fighters
Right.
and X-Wings being sold by the same people. And Rey, just go. She's fine with the dark side, apparently.
Yeah, like Luke was like, "You didn't even try and fight it. You went right to it."
She did it and came out fine.
Yeah,
which is absolutely fine.
Which is a problem.
Yes,
I'm hoping what they're setting her up for is a big fall. Like, you've had it so easy, and it's like with Superman, when it comes up against something that is difficult for him, it like rocks his world.
But there's only one movie left. Is there room for her to have a fall?
No.
Like, it'd have to happen.
It would have had to happen at the end of this movie.
At the end of this movie,
for it to happen, and then to be an after effect, and then for it to be resolved.
And it's hard not to make comparisons. But if you think about The Force Awakens and A New Hope, and then this and Empire Strikes Back. At the end of Empire Strikes Back, you find out Darth Vader's Luke's father. Luke doesn't have a hand.
Right.
Barely survives Cloud City.
He was hanging, crying.
Han's frozen in carbonite. Boba Fett's flying off with them. There's all these things that are left there.
This ends. Luke goes off into peace. Leia's fine. Rey has all her friends back. She's smiling. She meets Poe. Finn has a new girlfriend apparently.
Yes.
By the way, though, I think what's going to happen. I think Rey is going to get jealous of the Asian chick.
Yeah.
Because right now she's smiling because she doesn't have that many interactions with people.
Yeah.
Because she's new. But there's going to come a point when she wakes up where she realizes, wait a minute, why is Finn paying attention to her and not me?
Yeah.
I thought it was me. And then she might go with Poe to piss off Finn, but Poe will be like, nah, bro code, homie.
but even so, I saw that coming. I'm like, especially when she kissed him, I'm like, that's worst love triangle ever. Of course Finn's gonna go with Rey. Why would you not?
She's the chosen one, apparently.
Chosen one, Force, everything. She's the Force golden child. Yeah. So why would you go with this chick who zapped you twice? Probably made you.
But I think he's gonna catch some feelings too, though, because when she gave up her necklace, he was ready to kill that dude. He's like,
yeah,
give it back.
Yeah.
He was ready to kill the useless Benicio del Toro, who should not have been in the movie at all. There was no point to him.
Other than Disney.
That whole arc had no purpose.
Disney.
No purpose.
It really didn't. There's no point to it.
But so it'd be interesting to see her if she gets jealous of Finn being with this new chick. Because that's going to be a thing. And she's never dealt with that before.
That better not be her conflict. Like, Kylo's inner conflict. No. I really hope that's not her conflict.
Hold up, though. It could be.
It could be,
because jealousy leads to hate. And hate leads to the dark side of the Force. And that could be the thing that tips her over. Because, Cedric, she's never not gotten what she wanted. Let's see what happens when you hand an all-powerful baby something that they don't want and see what they do.
Well, no, she's gotten everything except her parents.
It's savage.
It's true though.
It's
so true.
But see, the thing is though, with her, she doesn't remember her parents though, so that pain isn't fresh. Finn is gonna be fresh because you saw when she hugged him, she's like, good, I got him back.
Yeah.
Wait, who's this chick? Wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
Dude, because she's happy right now. Because like I said, she doesn't have that many interactions with people. But when she wakes up, the Asian chick wakes up, it's gonna be a problem.
I don't know. Poe's a wild card in that whole love triangle too thing.
Poe, I think
it is Poe.
Poe's only love is
BB-8.
BB-8. Because he's like, hey, Finn, you're live. Where's my droid? But honestly though, like, I think Poe and Finn are bros, and he's not gonna go after a girl he thinks Finn is interested in.
Which is very interesting because they've known each other for like 5 minutes because Finn's been in a coma. Apparently, for like a long time.
Well, I mean, he got whipped like a slave, so with the laser.
Yeah, he did.
But him and Finn are bros though.
Yeah, they are.
Like she might come on. I can see her coming on to Poe after she sees Finn with what's her face. He'd be like, nah, come on, BB-8, let's go.
Yeah.
Apparently BB-8 is all you need to take on the whole Empire. Because he be taking out guards with money. First off, how much space is in him that he can hold that many coins?
Yeah.
And then how did he just like? First off, if R2 couldn't do that, ain't no way BB-8 doing that. I'm sorry, R2 is the grand. R2 was barely in it.
R2's batteries are worse than an iPhone.
He is an iPhone. He's a human iPhone.
He is.
And I didn't like that he was in it for one scene and then just was like done.
Yeah.
He's like,
what? Like in Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a map. Boop. Goodbye.
I did like him playing the transmission though. That was pretty cool.
That was heartbreaking.
That hurt. And then he was like, "That's not fair, R2.
It's not. It's not.
That's not fair."
That was really unfair.
But that was he's like, "Yeah, you're the Kenobi now.
You're
that you have to come do this."
Oh, that hurt.
That did hurt.
That hurt.
Also, if he had come back in the flesh, that whole fight would have been easier. He would have been able to beat the army. He would have taken he could have cut off Kylo's limbs. And I'm going to drag you back. And I'm going to talk you into being good.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
You want to be like your grandfather? Okay.
It's like, it's over, Kylo. I purchased the high ground. I mean, all right. You want to be like my dad? All right, yeah. All right. This is what my dad was like.
Yeah.
So I cut your limbs off. I think I found some lava,
over
somewhere.
here.
I'm just going to throw you in it for a little bit. A quick little dip. A little nice stun.
Quick sear.
So I think he really, like that was a mistake. And I don't see Luke running like that. And I don't see Leia not dragging him back. Because General Organa is not told no.
Well, they couldn't find him in that little bit of space.
I don't buy.
There was one piece of the map they didn't
have.
That
Leia didn't say, hey, so you caused my son to go to the dark side. You are not running until we bring him back.
Well, I mean, think about how she wrangled in Han.
Yeah.
Back in the original trilogy. And then how if she can just force Superman her way out of space, she can find Luke in the reaches of space somewhere. Yeah, like that's not a stretch.
That's not the Leia
It's
we
not
know.
a stretch.
She doesn't just she wouldn't just let Luke, because Luke was causing deaths by not being there.
Yes.
And I don't see her being okay with that. I don't know if they were trying to imply she had a relationship with what's her face, the chick who light speeded to death.
Oh.
With that handhold that they showed. I don't know if they were trying to imply that.
I don't know what they...
Yeah, she got tired of Han, so she went to this guy. Because this whole movie was an SJW message.
This movie, it really feels like, was an overhanded attempt to silence all those people that have argued, well, Star Wars is a guy movie.
It is.
It's
Cedric, how many guys got made fun of by girls growing up because they like Star Wars?
Oh, all of us.
Yeah,
all of us.
So
did.
I mean, it's like, how y'all gonna turn around now and be like, oh, it's a no, it is not.
Well, but even still, they try and say that it's a guys movie, and I, as a man of color, there was 2 black people in the universe. There's still only 2 black people in the universe.
There were more this time.
There's more this time.
In the background. They were
in the background. No.
And the kid. One of the kids was black,
Yeah, a slave kid.
Yeah.
But they...
Oh.
Yeah. This movie had a lot of female characters. Not just...
There was 4 males in the rebellion.
There was Poe. Finn.
Okay.
The
Admiral
Akbar who died.
Dude, how are you gonna kill off Admiral Akbar and act like nothing happened?
Yeah, and he didn't even say it was a trap.
He should be like, one last time, this is a trap. I was like, dude, like that hurt more than anything else. The fact that you killed off Akbar like that. Off
Akbar so easy.
He's an
OG, dude. I
was like, he ain't going out like that.
Honestly, and I think this movie was
they're wiping the slate clean.
This is what Force Awakens should have been, in my opinion.
Wiping it clean.
Wiping it clean. They just wiped out the whole old guard. It's nothing but
all
new
3
guard.
of them are dead now, dude.
I mean, I hate the fact that Leia can't come back because Carrie Fisher has passed. Yeah. Unfortunately, Luke can still be around, as a Force ghost and just trolling the universe.
Right.
With Yoda.
Han's gone. Han is for sure gone.
Han's. Oh yeah, because
he has no Force powers.
He's
for sure gone.
No. I really think it would be interesting if we could get Force ghosts of Yoda, Mace Windu.
Mason dead. George said he's not dead.
He's not dead. But regardless, if we can get Mace Windu and Ian McGregor, Obi-Wan, Force ghosts, and get them trolling the universe.
You know what would be dope?
# Force ghosts.
You know what would be dope is if Luke or Yoda or someone reaches out to Mace who you know has an entire army and be like, Mace, I know we pissed you off with the whole Anakin thing.
Severely.
And
Severely
yes,
pissed him
that is
off.
probably our fault. The Empire was a thing,
Yes.
but we have a chance to end it all right now. There is another girl who's also the chosen one, not you still. She needs your help.
Yeah.
Because Mace, dude, I've talked to every Star Wars fan I know, and no one believes
That Mace is dead?
that killed Mace Windu.
Yeah.
That
No.
was.
No.
Yeah, I was talking to one of Joel in the office,
Oh yeah.
and he's like, "That no," he got mad. He like,
There's no way.
that's not even possible."
Yeah. No.
I
Yeah.
just
He just got knocked out of the fight. He ain't dead.
yeah, he's not dead.
Yeah.
He's waiting.
And you say he has an army. He is an army.
Yeah.
Like he does.
He
Yeah.
mastered the light and the dark.
Yeah. No. He's. Yeah.
And oh, dude, if Ray's looking for a teacher who can walk in both sides,
Mace would be the perfect person.
and it's still Disney, so they got him under contract somewhere.
But it's Samuel Jackson. He said, "If you pay me, I'll show
You know
up."
what's funny, dude? He still look exactly the same as when
Yeah.
he like he aged
Not
even
at all.
better.
Not at
Because
all.
black don't crack. But I mean, I would love to see Mace come back and
Yes.
bring his army, because there has there has to be something outside of Ray, because there's if Ray ends up solving everything by herself, then they have just more cemented the fact that she's a Mary Sue. Like people who were fighting against dudes who were saying she's a Mary Sue in Force Awakens are like, I can't take that side anymore. She's a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
Everything is fine for her.
Well, I kind of liken it to Naruto, where how they're like, "Oh no," and first of all, it's like you choose your destiny. It doesn't matter what
Child of prophecy.
Then also in Child of Prophecy. Yeah, it's like
Which invalidates Rock Lee's entire character, by the way.
and Neji.
Yeah, and Neji, who he told that you can find his destiny.
Yeah.
Apparently he can't.
Yeah, and apparently a huge swath of the Hyuga clan that he married into.
Yeah. I mean, so just
it's like Ray was like, "Oh no, yeah, you can do anything, but you're this chosen entity."
and dude, honestly, what they should have did is Ray should have went to train with Luke, and then she should have sat the movie out, and then we should do what we did in the first trilogy and come back years later, because there's time skips in between.
Yeah.
And she should have come back after training for years with Luke.
Yeah.
And then be ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they had done that, no one would question what she could do at that point.
Yes.
If she had because like if you're on an island and all you're doing is learning from Luke Skywalker, you're gonna be the dopest person after you come out of that.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to learn how to build a lightsaber, dude. With who teaching her?
The Force.
I don't probably because I mean Luke's going to have to come back as a ghost and teacher.
The books are gone.
No, the books are on the Falcon.
Oh yeah.
When Finn pulled up Jory, you saw him, which is why Yoda said she has everything she needs.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the books have lightsaber stuff, because the Jedi were a thing for a long time before sabers. They went from having no weapons, then they had physical blades, then they had the lightsaber that plugged into a power pack, and then eventually the Sith copied that, and they made the lightsaber that then the Jedi copied. Yeah. So if these are ancient books from the first temple, there is a chance they don't have anything about lightsabers in there. Yeah. Which I don't know if Rian Johnson and all the people who are doing it, I don't know if they've thought that far ahead or if they know that. They don't know that.
I think they've painted themselves into a corner
because they don't know Star Wars.
It's an awesome corner to be in, but at the same time, it's like I loved watching the scene of Rey and Kylo fighting with each other against the Red Guard.
But how?
But it didn't make sense.
She fought just as well, if not better, than Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Who's been trained by 2 Force Masters.
Yeah.
I mean,
who apparently knocked out a Jedi Master to the point that he thought he was dead.
Yeah.
But
I just gotta say this. First off, if you disagree with me, you're wrong. But feel free to leave comments in down below. But I think Mark Hamill was doing his best to warn us in the trailer when he said this will not go the way you think. He was trying to warn us about the movie.
No, I think he was trying to warn us ages ago when he said
this is not Luke.
This is not Luke.
No, that's not Luke.
He's like, I disagree with the direction Luke goes in this movie, and I completely understand it. What he means now.
I think, dude. I think Lucas would have done a better job keeping Luke correct.
I don't want to go that far. I think
No,
JJ.
dude.
I think
No,
JJ
not
would have.
JJ. No, but I think
JJ
because
waited his whole life to direct that movie.
people the only character Lucas ever.
Darth Vader.
Well, no, actually, no. Here's the thing, though, about Vader, though. Here's the thing about Vader. The nose scene was lame, but you got
Mm,
but just hear me out for a second. To be the kind of dude who then turns on the Jedi Order, kills everybody, goes to the other side, you have to be the worst kind of person.
yes.
Someone who's very weak, spoiled, wants everything. Basically, you have to be
Hayden
Injustice Superman.
Christensen. Oh.
Same thing, same thing. Injustice Superman,
Yes. Yes.
where he's powerful. He's like, I want
I
what I
want.
want. I had nothing.
Yeah.
Now I have everything. Stop denying me.
Yeah.
That's not too out of character for Vader.
Yeah.
He's petty, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, he does it in a cool way.
He's super
but
dope
but he's petty. Like when,
yes.
and if you read the Vader novel, the graphic novels, when he Jabba is like, oh, you're a Jedi, work on me, and he's like, there are no Jedi, and the reason why he stands before you sounds cool. But he's just saying, don't call me a Jedi. No,
yeah.
It bothers me.
Well, I mean,
I'll kill people.
When he was still Anakin, he's like, I don't want Padme to die. No.
Yeah.
No, even though I have children, no.
Don't choke on your aspirations.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Palpatine do anything?
Yeah. Sidious never did anything like
that. A Sith Lord doesn't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so basically, like Anakin's kind of a child that never grew up.
Yeah.
A child that can split a planet in half, but nevertheless, a child.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think Luke has ever, like, I don't think his characters were ever out of character. Like, there were things we didn't like. There were new stuff we didn't like. There was some things that were kind of dumb, like midichlorians.
Yeah.
But at the core, I don't think Lucas ever betrayed his characters. Obi-Wan was who he was.
Yes.
Qui-Gon was who he was. Mace was who he was. So was Yoda.
Yeah.
Vader was the whiny child because he's always been a whiny child. He's just a dope whiny child. So, you know, I think if you have Lucas and someone else, because Lucas's best work was always when he was working with someone else. Someone who could tell him no. Someone who can work with him. It's the same thing with Tomino and Gundam. When he made G Recco, it was garbage because no one told him no.
Yeah.
But when he was making Zeta Gundam, the first Gundam, he had people who would tell him no, and that's why it was great.
Yeah.
So I think Lucas would have done a better job with Last Jedi, because there was a vision that wasn't set from the moment he made episodes 4, 5, and 6 that we saw continue in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But when Disney bought them out, we never saw 7, 8, and 9.
Well, no, because we're getting the Disney version of Star Wars,
which is factors in like stuff where they erased history, moved things around.
For the bottom line,
the canon is gone.
They can't. Well, all the lore behind Star Wars is gone.
Yeah.
Everything that made so many Star Wars. I know people who have read more books of Star Wars than seen the movies.
Yeah.
Like, they refuse to see the prequels, but they'll watch the original 3 and then they've read every single Legend book. And it's like, they just spit on all that history just to be like, wait. We got a movie with a bunch of women in it.
Yeah. And dude, here's the thing. I'm kind of glad that Rian Johnson, stupid name by the way. I'm glad he announced that his trilogy is not going to be the Old Republic, because I don't want him ruining the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Disney, if you're listening,
and we know you
Offshoot Comics, and we know you are. Offshoot Comics has a film division.
We do.
And we would like to do Darth Bane, The Rule of Two.
Rule of Two.
It'd be very great. We have this radical idea. We're going to read the book, The Rule of Two, and then we're going to put that on the screen, and then we're going to make all the money.
I do have to say, I do have to give Disney credit for when they do their comic book movies, they try and just jam 1, maybe 2 books into the movie.
Yeah.
They don't do like 8, like DC.
Dude, they might want to hand over the Star Wars movies to the team that does Marvel. Because at least they're more loyal to the source material.
You know what they need a Kevin Feige.
They have one. Just give him control of Star Wars too.
No, well, not Kevin and not JJ. They need to find someone else.
JJ needs to not be...
JJ, let him direct. But let him put all the lens flares he wants into movies. But
now, I think when it comes to so Ryan had some whatever his name. I think I'm calling him Ryan. Ryan had... There were some really good things there.
Yes.
That showed me he is a good director.
Yes.
He just does not know Star Wars.
The whoever
And the writers too.
the
We
writing.
gotta blame them too.
Yes.
We
yes.
gotta blame them too. I don't know what the
Yes.
names are, but I'm blaming you.
Yes. And unfortunately, a lot of that goes to the director.
Yeah.
But there was so many cool things that happened in the movie, but at the same time, they weren't explained, and they kind of went against everything that was Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, you want Leia floating through space? Fine, but like, don't say she never had training.
Right. Don't have interviews where you say that.
Yeah.
Also, I really think that they should have alluded to the fact that the Force projection is a Sith move. How are you going to have that be Luke's last thing, and then you're not going to say anything about that?
Well, not only that, Yoda. Lightning is a very Sith move.
Yeah.
And Yoda used lightning to burn down the Force tree.
And, the fact that Anakin still has not arrived to talk to Kylo Ren.
Even though he can talk to Rey across the universe.
I mean, like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't come back. And we know he can.
Because Hayden Christensen came back in the remake.
And I think they've been talking to him about coming back too. I think they're working on something with that. But he should have come. Also, dude, like, Luke should have said, "Hey, I told you about your grandfather. I told you how it ended up for him.
Yeah,
you're going down the same path." And he's like, "Well, you tried to kill me because I saw you doing what you're doing right now. So tell me, would I not have been better off having killed you? Because look at what you destroyed Coruscant. You don't destroy Coruscant. Remember that? Remember how we glossed over that little thing where they destroyed Coruscant?
Well, I that's another thing too. It's like they wanted to act. The rebellion wanted to act like it was such a win.
Yeah.
At Starkiller Base.
How did they not?
They destroyed like 7 planets.
Yeah.
Before they destroyed Starkiller.
That's not a win. You lost Coruscant.
Yeah.
First off, how did you beat the Empire and then you went from being the rebellion to the Republic to being the Resistance? How would y'all downfall again?
That quick. Yeah.
Like, y'all should have been like. See, if they said Snoke took over the remnants of the Empire because there's lots of them left, I accept that.
Yeah.
They need leadership. He came in, but they haven't really. Have they explained that yet?
No. Snoke is a big letdown.
First Order just comes out of nowhere with very Empire-looking stuff.
Well, I do like that Hux came up through the First Order. Because without him, we wouldn't get this Force ragdoll.
By the way,
just get thrown around.
He's one of the Weasley brothers.
Yes. British guy.
Done well for himself.
He has.
He will make money for the rest of his life on the 2 movies he's done. He's done. At this point, it's acting for fun.
Oh yes, yeah. No, he
was very good. He was good as Hux. I like him.
That was one thing I really enjoyed about The Last Jedi was the humor. The humor that they found.
Him and Hux. I love when he's like, "I'm going down." But sir, and then he threw Hux against the wall, and then the guy at the council was like, "Very well."
Going down. There was that also. I think they were kind of really shoehorned in was the animals, but the porgs.
I like the porgs
with Chewbacca.
I don't care what anyone else says. The porgs were hilarious.
When Chewbacca was trying to eat one?
Yeah. And they had a big old eyes. And Chewbacca's like, I can't even eat right now.
He's like, I can't even eat. I can't even do this.
And then I love how when he had his war cry, they had their war cry. Like, I was like, all right, I'm going to buy one of those things, which is what they wanted.
They are super cute.
Which is what they wanted. I'm okay with that. The other animals that I could care less about.
The ice
them.
Vaporeons?
No, they were cool. Vaporeon was cool. I'm calling it Vaporeon.
That's Vaporeon.
Or Glaceon.
Glaceon
was cool.
Glaceon's cool.
The giant-eared racing horses were stupid. That whole thing was wasted money they could use on a lightsaber fight, which we never got.
Oh, then they just needed to shoehorn that in to get that
Luke
kid.
Never got a lightsaber fight. He went out without that.
No, he force projected himself into a lightsaber fight. Well, he didn't really fight either because that's why there was no contact.
But here's the thing, though. One, that scene was cool how he didn't blow up and stuff, but he should have been able to destroy everything.
Yes.
But whatever.
Yeah.
But one thing I liked that at the end, which I didn't cry this, but when Luke was sitting on the rock, he was looking at 2 suns setting, as opposed to 2 suns rising. In episode 4. And I was like, at least you got that. At least somebody had the wherewithal to say he has to be looking at 2 suns. Which I thought, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, there was a lot of
Sunrise, sunset. You know,
a lot of man tears.
yeah, that was. I mean,
Yeah,
that was. But
that was touching.
and
Yes.
dude, just think, dude, this is the last movie where Leia and Luke are together, and it goes out like this. You know,
Yeah.
and see, like people out there who think, oh, you guys are overreacting. Star Wars is important to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons.
Yes.
You know, for me as a little kid, I was like 4 or 5. This was the first movie I ever. This is the first time I ever actually stayed all night. Me and my dad, we marathon all three. So for me, Star Wars is kind of important. So for you
Yeah.
to screw with it
Yeah.
and get it wrong is terrible. But Rian or Ryan, whatever the hell his name is, like I'm conflicted with him because he did half good, didn't half really bad.
I yes, and that's the thing about The Last Jedi. It's really good, also really confusing
Yeah.
and doesn't make a whole lot of sense, which makes it hard to like fully enjoy the good. Just the uh, jump into light speed. That alone is amazing.
That almost saves the entire movie.
That could save a lot of movies.
Yeah, that might retroactively make me like Force Awakens,
Right?
Yeah, that was cool. But then again, a lot of things don't make sense. One, how does Leia not command a bigger force?
Yeah.
Because like when Leia called and no one answered, I'm like, General Organa called you. Get on a ship and go.
Yeah.
I also thought it was dumb how they lost all those forces in the beginning though. They like that was devastating.
All
And
those
they should have.
bombers.
How did they not turn all of the old rebellion bases into new bases?
Oh well,
How do you do that?
actually,
Cedric?
going back to that, how do they have such horrible? They have X-wings. They got that boosted X-wing. They can go faster than light. Why are their bombers so stinking slow?
Yeah, you understand that in no gravity, things can move a whole lot faster. There's no weight.
There's no weight.
That was stupid.
That was so. Put boosters on them.
Yeah.
Like that really annoyed
and
me.
then, hey Cedric, how did the bombs drop out like they were flying over Normandy?
The only thing I could rationalize in the moment
Don't
was
say gravity.
no, I was saying
none.
magnetism. Like they were magnetized. That's the only way I could rationalize it because the whole they're in space.
They dropped like they were in gravity.
And what like did the ship have a self-contained gravity field? Because the chick was climbing the ladder like it was regular gravity.
And she fell down.
And she fell down like gravity.
Because it's just
Yeah, the whole bombers.
None of that made sense.
No.
You'd be better off with I don't know if you heard of these things called Y wings. They're pretty good at bombing things and moving.
Remember the hammerheads from Rogue One?
Oh, those were great. When they just ran,
Where they were ramming
where did all
things?
this old technology go that was vastly superior? Those bombers were garbage.
They were garbage.
You know,
They were Amelia level garbage.
They were the Amelia of ships.
Yes, they were.
And Poe put in all that work. And by the way, if Leia had just backed him up and said everyone go in when Poe went in, it might have been different.
It might have been different
because Poe was putting in that work though.
He did.
And I love that last one where BB-8 just put his whole head into the thing, and then he blew it up, and then did that turn. That turn was, oh my god, that turn was dope. I was like, oh my god, I'm building that model.
Yeah.
He just turned around and zoomed off, and I was like, oh, it just
Poe is dope.
so many things,
So many great things, and so many
great things, so many terrible things,
confusing things.
You know,
so many.
So yeah, I mean, overall, like, I have to give it like a 5 out of 10, dude, because I loved half and hated half.
I have to give this a Kylo Ren rating because I'm conflicted.
I was thinking that, but I know how to pull that joke off. So well done.
Thank you. I'm conflicted. There's so many things my inner child was just screaming, yay! And then there are other things where the adult in me was saying, come on.
Like, why?
Like, come on, guys. You could have done so much more better.
So Disney, when you find out that you need us, you know where to find us.
You do. Just put the bat signal up.
Yeah.
Or
the
Hulk
signal.
signal.
Offshoot signal.
Offshoot signal.
We own the rights to that.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So let us know down below, guys. What did you think of not Force Awakens? Good Lord.
The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
Hopefully, it's the last one of this era of Star Wars.
So we're getting a Han Solo movie next year, and then we're getting whatever
Episode 9.
9's gonna be.
Yeah. Hopefully, it gets better. But yeah,
They need a 10 at this point.
let us know. Yes, let us know down below what you guys think, and a little bit of news. So we will be moving us doing our videos mainly over to our Facebook page, which is just Offshoot Comics. As you guys have heard, the apocalypse has not been good for channels,
No.
and it's to the point where like our last video we did, which is about the Justice League, it got flagged for not being appropriate for advertisement. All this is a review. So if that's going to happen, we might as well go to where we get more interaction anyway. So the link to the Facebook is down below in the description. So please follow us there. Our videos will be posted there first from now on, and then we'll come to YouTube when we get around to it.
Yes.
And that's just kind of how it is.
What it is,
Thankfully,
yeah.
we know most of you guys already have Facebook anyway,
Yeah.
so it's just a different link.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, guys. So that's for this video. Until next time, we've been your hosts, Kirby Kid.
And Simply Cedric.
We'll see you later, guys.